Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day today. Today's video is a what's in your diaper bag. This was one of my favorite videos to watch when I was pregnant, just to get ideas to see if there's anything. I think I had a general idea of what obviously you would put in a diaper bag, but there's always some other things that you can pick up from other moms out there, whether it's their first baby or their fourth. So I'm really excited to do this video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Rachel. I had my son Xavier 6 weeks ago. He is our little miracle baby. My other videos kind of explain why that is. So I hope you enjoy this. So with Xavier only being about 6 weeks old, we haven't taken a ton of trips out of the house yet. I did have a C-section, so I wasn't really allowed to drive for a couple weeks, but then also I wasn't able to lift anything more than the babies. So it made me nervous to go anywhere with him in the car seat and the diaper bag and stroller and everything else. So we kind of just hung out for the first couple weeks. And you're just, at least I was just a nervous parent, just being by myself when Eric was at work, you know, taking him out just to run a couple errands. So I am definitely more comfortable now. It's much easier for me to get him in and out of the car seat in the car. So we've been adventuring a little bit more recently. So I've kind of converted a little bit. So when it's just me, I don't typically take my purse. I do have a very large bag that I normally carry. And with a baby in a carrier, his diaper bag and a large bag, it doesn't work. So if we wind up going to a friend's house for a party or just a little visit, then I will take my normal bag because Eric's there and it's just a lot easier to manage. So I have kind of combined items from my purse that I've also put into this diaper bag. So the diaper bag that I really, really wanted was by Stork Sack. And it is a nylon bag. It's like a really nice graphite gray color. I wanted a nice neutral color this way that Eric and I could both wear it. It wasn't bright pink where he would feel, you know, emasculated carrying this big bright diaper bag. So I did also like the idea of having nylon. This way it would be really easy to clean if anything spilled on it. Obviously with a baby, things are going to be messy. So I don't really know brands of diaper bags. For anyone who knows me personally knows purses are my thing. I love designer bags. I love, you know, not that I love spending money on them, but I enjoy just a really good quality bag. I don't mind, I guess, spending the money on it. So this bag was a little bit more expensive. I did find this brand out from another YouTuber, Olivia Zappo, when I was watching her video. She had a different bag, same company. It seemed a little bit bigger. It was leather. That one was even more than this one. So this bag was on a more expensive side. It was $175, but I figure I'm going to do this once. I want to do it the right way. I don't want to buy something for $25, $30 and then have it fall apart in 6 months, especially with all the wear that you will, you know, get out of it. So I really like this bag because it does have quite a bit of compartments. But it also has 3 different ways to carry it. So I do have just regular top handles. You can wear it as a backpack, which is my favorite part. I actually just changed the straps to this to show you in the video. I haven't actually worn it like this. Just honestly, I couldn't find the straps. I forgot where I put them and I found them. Or there's little clasps on the side. You just undo this and then you can wear it as a crossbody or just a shoulder bag. So that I really liked, gave you a little bit of flexibility. Eric typically carries a backpack to work with all of his stuff to go to the gym after and stuff. So I just thought it would be nice and versatile. So as far as all the compartments go, there's of course the main compartment on the top. When you open that up, it's pretty roomy inside. There are a couple pockets inside. There's 2 of these on both sides. And then in the back, if you can see it, where's the zipper? There's a zipper compartment in here. And then in the front, there's a deep, well, it's not, well, I guess it's deep. It fits most of my hand in there. And it goes pretty wide. And then the front has this pocket. You can't see. This pocket opens up and there's a pretty deep pocket in here. There are also 2, it's hard to do this. There's 2 more of those pockets inside of here as well to put whatever in. And then a pocket on the front of it as well. And then on the back of it, there are compartments, insulated compartments on the back. They're not very deep. They'd probably be able to hold a bottle on each side. Xavier is formula fed. I am not able to breastfeed due to having breast cancer, so I don't have like a separate bag for a pump or milk or anything like that. So as far as how I pack it, again, I do have not only the baby's items, but some of my items in there as well. So as far as the inside, what I put inside, I don't actually use the zipper. And again, I know items will be changing as he gets older, but for right now, this is really all we need. And I also as much as I love this bag, I do sometimes think it is a little small. If we are going like to my sister's or a friend's house for like a party or, you know, most of the day, I do find myself cramming stuff in here. So, I might wind up getting a bigger bag as he gets a little bit older. Right now, this is more than sufficient, but it is a little bit smaller than what I originally anticipated. So as far as what I put in here, I have all the compartments organized to specific needs so that when I open it up, I know exactly where everything is. So in the very back pocket where the zipper is, back here in the whole back section, I keep any sort of wipes, creams, anything like that. So I do have Aveeno face and hand wipes. I like the idea of using these just because there's really nothing in it. It is geared towards sensitive skin, so if his face is a little messy from eating or whatever, I have those, and then even just to wipe his hands off. I have Aquaphor healing ointment, just a little like travel size for if he were to have like diaper rash or any sort of issues like that. I do have a Dreft Stain Pen. Haven't had to use this yet, but I'm sure that time will come. And then I have a tube of Vaseline. This is just from the hospital. I have it just for, I don't really know why. I don't really probably need it now, but it was in there from when he was first born for very specific reasons. So I still leave that in there as well. I also have a Burt's Bees Kissable Cheeks Balm. I haven't used this yet. Well, actually, I take that back. I've tried it once and it was like really sticky and I didn't like the way it made his skin was peeling on his forehead. And that's what I tried to use it on. I didn't love it. So I still have it in there. I don't know if I'll wind up using it at some point or another. And then in the other, so that's all for one pocket. In the other pocket, I have more sanitizing sanitary items. So I have these PDI staining hands. These I have more so for wiping off when we get to that point, like public changing tables. The whole thought of it really grosses me out. I would honestly just rather change them in the back of my car than do that, but I know that'll happen at some point. I have Babyganics sanitizing wipes for your hand. Those I do like using after I've actually changed him. And then I also have Dr. Brown's Pacifier and bottle wipes. This way, if he drops his bank or whatever on the ground and I don't have water available, I can use that. And then I also have a little bottle of Honest hand sanitizer spray as well, which these I have everywhere just because they're small and I prefer the spray over like the actual gel. I feel like the gel, it's always too much. I do also have in here a little sample of gripe water just in case he does get a little gassy and we're not at the house. I don't know how I would dispense this just because I don't have a dispenser in here, but I guess I could just squeeze it in his mouth if I needed to use that. So that's it for the back two pockets. Then in the front pocket, the front two pockets, I always take at least 5 or 6 diapers with us. Depending on the day, he can go through quite a few in a short amount of time. So these I do actually put like with the top down. This way I can pull them out by the little ridge a little bit easier. So those go in the front. And then also I do have Again, I am bottle feeding. I can't breastfeed. So I do have these little pre-made Enfamil bottles. They are 2 ounces a piece. He is currently drinking 4 ounces during a feed. So I do have typically 4 of these with us, depending on the day. If we know that we're going somewhere longer, then I take a couple more. I like the instant ones just because, like, if I'm going to my sister's, she has 2 girls and Evelyn's only 6 months old. So if we're going somewhere where I know that there's a bottle warmer, I'll take actual formula in a bottle. But this is just so much easier. I don't have to worry about that, worry about leaving a bottle with formula in it in my bag. So it just makes it a little easier. And then as far as like the big section in the middle is where I put all of his clothes. So I always have, well, of course I do have a little hat for him just in case it gets a little chilly outside, and then a pair of socks. I'm surprised I haven't lost these yet because they're so small. It's insane. They get tucked away. So those I usually stick in the little corner because I probably won't need those as often as the other items. And then I have a couple different items of clothing. So typically when we go somewhere, he wears a little onesie with pants and socks and whatever. So I always bring a separate set of that. Well, first I have like just one separate onesie that would go along with that. It's just something, this one has little dogs all over it. And it would go with most of his pants. And then the other one is an actual outfit with a little like zip up jacket. He is still in newborn size clothing. He's 6 weeks. He's starting to outgrow some of his like sleepers, but he was a little over 6 pounds when he was born. He's just a little peanut. So, and then that has a short sleeve onesie and then a pair of pants as well. And then the extra onesie. And then I do have a sleeper as well. This way, if it's later at night, and I know that he's probably going to fall asleep on the way home, I have that as well so I don't have to change him once we get home. Waking a sleeping baby is never a good idea. So those I do stick right in the middle. I do also have this little skip hop holder for pacifiers. We typically, when we leave, his pacifier is in his car seat with him, but I always have an extra one just in case, you know, whatever happens. Lord only knows. And then I always take a burp cloth. If he just ate, we typically have a burp cloth with him. So I also leave that on the top of his car seat with him. But he does sometimes spit up quite a bit. So, and they get gross and then it's on me and it's on his face and it just grosses me out. So I typically always have an extra one of these as well. So that goes in there. Then I also always have a little swaddle blanket. This is just a muslin swaddle blanket. I don't know who it's by, but it's nice and light. It's almost like a linen material, so I can double it up if he needs a little bit more warmth. If, you know, it's not as bad out, just a light breeze, then it's thin enough where it's, you know, air circulating through it. So that we stick in there. And then this, it depends on the day. This is a 5-in-1 cover by Copper Pearl, and it's like this awesome, super stretchy, super soft material, and it's used for a couple different things. You can actually cover the car seat with it, use it to breastfeed, like as a cover. You can use it as a blanket, use it to put over a shopping cart as a protective area. It's not cushioned at all, so obviously it wouldn't work for him now, but I really like this. And then sometimes I just use it if it's not over his car seat, like to block light out of it. I just put it on him for a blanket. So that goes with us. And then if it's not on him, we stick it in here. And then that's really it for inside. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. What I also stick in there, because it's too big, are my sunglasses. I do buy really nice sunglasses, so they always have a case with them. I do have them in my regular purse. I have a pair in my car, but just in case we wind up taking Eric's truck or I don't have my sunglasses on me, I do have an extra pair. It makes me crazy not having sunglasses. So this I also stick right in the side because they fit there. So that's it for the main compartment. Because we have those pre-made formulas, I do have little disposable nipples that you can just throw right out. So these I just put in one of the back zippers just because they're small and they do fit in there well, and they're, you know, they're just not a really big item. So that's it for the back. I don't put anything in the other side as of now. And then in the front, in this compartment, I don't put anything in the pockets inside. This did come with a changing mat. So that, ooh, got stuff all over the place. So this does unfold. It's a nice large changing mat. And I want to say that there was, no, I take that back. So anyways, it folds up really nice, fits in there. It's got its little strap. So I stick that right in the front. And then what I also stick, and then I put the handle up top so I can just easily pull it out. And then also I have this little OXO diaper container or wipe container. I do have just water wipes in there. I like the idea of this because it is a hard case, but also it's not a big bulky thing of wipes. The only downfall to it though is if you are like for an outing and you were there for a while and have done a couple diaper changes, you just have to make sure you look to see how many wipes you have before you go out again. I almost ran out the one time because I didn't even think about it. So that I do really like though. It keeps them nice and wet. And then this little bag holds, it's kind of like a poop bag for when you walk your dog, but it has these little plastic bags that pull out. So if you're at a friend's house, like we went to a friend's house or my sister's house actually for a Bills game, and I didn't want to throw, she doesn't actually use a diaper genie or an Ubi, so I didn't want to throw dirty diapers just in the trash. So I do stick them in here and then throw them out that way. This way it's not as offensive. So this I also stick in the front because it is pretty thin and it fits in there really well. And then there's a little magnetic clasp. I don't think I've actually ever clasped this shut, but there it goes. So then what else I put in here, I do have in this larger area up here, it's getting pretty full. I do just take my wallet out and stick that in there. It is a very large wallet, so that I stick, thing's not gonna fit. So that I do stick in there. It's easier to pack the front first, I guess. And then I do have also, this is just super random, I have all my baby coupons in here. So I have a big book of Enfamil coupons, Grape Water, Bye Bye Baby, Bias will use Bed Bath & Beyond coupons because they're the same company. So I keep all the current ones in here. And then I stick that in the front of this folder, or in the front of this pocket as well, just because typically if I'm going to one of those places, I have the baby with me. So it's just easier. And that's all that goes in that one. In the very front pocket, this is where I keep like little miscellaneous items for myself. I keep my car key in there just because, again, I'm the one typically driving, whether it's Eric or myself. So I keep that in there. I keep in there a pack of gum just because. I keep, ooh, goodness. I keep a Quest bar. These I love. This is one of my favorite flavors, the white chocolate raspberry. So just in case we're on the go or I'm running errands with him, I typically don't eat, like it's now almost 2 o'clock. I haven't even eaten yet today. So it's always nice to have a little snack, or I'll put a Kind bar in here too. A little thing of Kleenex just in case. And then a chapstick because I have these literally everywhere. And then my NARS lip gloss, which I love. So this I keep in there also. And then I always have my phone, of course, but that I usually just throw wherever is, you know, easily available. So I think that's it. You can see it is pretty jam-packed. There's not a ton of room for anything else in here. So I will probably buy a larger one at some point, especially as he gets older. Like I don't have any toys in here or books or anything like that. It would be hard to put any sort of like snacks in there. I really would need like a totally separate bag for other stuff too, or I would just have to carry my big purse. So as for now, it does work really well. I do love it. Again, it's super easy to clean, which I really like. It does wind up being put on the floor sometimes, like when I'm loading him in and out of the car in the garage. So it works. I really like it. Let me know what your thoughts are. I think I have everything in there. That's not just like randomly laying around the house. But let me know what you think. If there's anything that you would typically take with you or not, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I do have a lot more coming out. I am very backed up. The end of my pregnancy totally got away from me. So keep in tune for other videos as well. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. This way you can go along on this new crazy adventure with us. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.